Greetings petrolheads, my name is the Tom, you're on my gaming channel, and it's time for another episode of Automation the Car Company Tycoon game. Today I'm gonna be building another replica, and it was requested by my good friend Leap. Go check out his channel, it will be in the description below. And he requested a 1960 Morris Minor 1000. You may have seen this car on his channel. He tried to do a replica himself, but at the same time requested me to do one as well. So the Morris Minor, there's basically these two bodies that come into questions, but since the real Minor only has a wheelbase of 2.2 meters and 18 centimeters, this one is way closer to that than the bigger one, which has 268. It's a little bit overkill. And we're gonna get started with rounding the nose a little bit, and the windshield is pretty much as is. Then on the rear end of things, and this is basically exactly how we want the basic body shell to look like. This is very much modeled on the Minor anyway, except for the fact that the mirrors aren't quite in place. They go normally on here on the fenders, but you know, that's a pretty minor difference, isn't it? Anyway, so right away I don't know what it's made of, probably from just regular steel, and might be rear-wheel drive. McPherson's front and rear, because I don't think it's made from, because I don't think, you know, that a cheap car like this runs double wishbones front and rear. And let's just get going with the fixtures. We do have a main grille that looks basically like this one, with multiple chrome elements in there. However, the basic outer shape is more like that. So if I could get how am I gonna do this? If I could get this thing in such a way that it would have so many spokes in there like that one. Oh, wait a minute, can I just do... This totally works. Okay, but we need both of these grills to be a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna do that just now. And then put down this again. Okay, now it's standing over the edges a little bit. I only need to make this a little bit bigger. There we go on that one. Then we have a pretty nice chrome strip running around that mouth, and we're gonna do that as well. Guess why wouldn't we? Starting off with one of these, goes a little bit to the outside, more like that. No. Okay, we want this thing to be a nice little curve, and we want to follow this curve on the upper side of the grill. So what we're going to do is we're gonna make this in such an angle that it connects nicely with this one. And then make some more that will actually now go over to the left. And unlike the black versions of these fixtures, this really looks like what it's intended to look like, and that is chrome in this case. Of course the black one wouldn't look like chrome, but it would at least, you know, as is, it looks a little bit like duct tape, and that's fine though, because the cars that use those plastic applications are usually not very expensive cars. It's okay if it looks cheap, because if it is cheap, then, well, what else do you expect, right? And we're almost done with this whole chrome application around the mouth here. All we need to do now is line this up and then put some more of this like so, and make sure we line it up and they actually meet in the center like that. Okay, I'm fine with this. Then we have some headlamps on this thing, which are not that big considering the time it was built in, because, you know, the 60s is, well, I should say especially in America though, because especially in America in the 60s the lights were just gigantic, they were all over the place. Whereas in this thing, yeah, it's a little bit cuter, it's a little bit smaller and everything, you know. Indicators go like here, and then we have something that I'm just gonna, the positioning is not correct yet. Here it is. Something that I'm just gonna replicate with a badge, like a chrome knob on here. I can't really tell from the pictures here whether that's actually the badge or not. I'm assuming it is though. And there is that basically. So we're gonna move over to the sides. Yeah, it actually is the badge. Where we only have one door, like one door handle. And it looks like this, I would say. So now we're gonna go to the rear end. You can see the beautiful chassis sticking out here. It's of course fully intentional. But anyway, if I could find a decent picture of the rear end, there we go, kind of. So it does have some red taillights that are surrounded with chrome on these side fenders. They're like these, and then on top of that it has some indicators, which I need to position them here for now and then move them later on. I can move them further up. Come on. Let's do it this way then. That looks fine, I guess. Then we have the number plate on here, basically. No, not here. It goes like so. And a little bit of a trunk handle, which I'm just gonna replicate with one of those things and make them really, so you can't really tell whether it's a badge. It goes like here. And yeah, I can't make those reverse lights that go down from the bumper because there's no way of making that happen in the game as of yet, but overall I think this is pretty much a fairly decent replica for now. I am going to repaint it now and make it white or gray, maybe red. Let's leave it white. No, we've had so many white cars recently. I think we are gonna make it gray this time. Okay. And now for the engine. It is obviously rear-wheel drive. It is an inline-4 cast iron, and this is too big for now, but it is not 2 liters after all. It is 63 by 60. Oh, wait a minute, it's 62.9 by 76.2. It's still too big though. Why is this too big? I couldn't find more info on this engine, unfortunately. Like, I don't know if it's push rods, direct acting LHC or what. And why is this still too big? Is it after all front wheel drive? Wait a minute. No, it is rear-wheel drive. So I don't know what to do about this issue here. You can see that, oh my god, this engine bay is tiny. However, in the real car it must have been a little bit bigger than what it is here. And well, even if we go for the push rods, which is the most compact head type available, even then it's too big. We would have to go really small on the displacement though, in order to make it happen. Yeah, it just won't happen. Whatever, let's make the engine anyway. Is it push rod? Yes, it is push rod, and it is a carburetor. Wait a minute, where am I now? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have push rods. We have the cheapest of parts in here. We're gonna have like really low compression because this is 1960. It is naturally aspirated. It is carburetor. If I had to guess, even a single carburetor, maybe a 2-barrel single carburetor though. Let's run it on super ladder just so we can at least run the engine properly. It only revs to like 5000 RPM or so. It's got a cast log if I'm not mistaken. And the exhaust diameter is gonna be smaller. 1 inch. 3/4 of an inch. Now let's go for 1 inch. Because it does make... Oh, it only makes 34 horsepower. So you can go for 3/4 of an inch for the exhaust pipe. 41 horsepower, so this is way too powerful for the real car. I don't know, I really don't. It makes its power at 4750 RPM though. 38.8. Reduce this some more. And you might even consider going down here and I don't know how to make like 34 horsepower per liter. Is this cam profile really gonna be that low? We're still making 36 horsepower, that's still too much. Even though it is, you know, not really a lot. 40... This is 1.6 horsepower too much, but it is at least the correct RPM. And what if we decrease this so it runs on 92 octane fuel, which it might have, and then we're gonna have wait a minute, this might be it though. Regular leaded fuel. Okay, happy with that. It makes 68 Newton meters at 2500 RPM. So maybe we should consider retuning this engine a little bit. Wow, really early max torque. Don't see that very often. At how much? At 2500. I don't think that helped. No, I'm just gonna be content with what we had. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Unable to load the engine, it's too big. I'm sorry, guys. I really don't know how this engine is gonna be too small. Like, it's 36 centimeters long. It's 38 centimeters wide. Actually, the 23.2 might be the width of this engine. But come on. This is such a small engine. Why doesn't it fit in here? Anyway, you know, I could have done some overall car tuning if it would have fit in to make it, you know, perform like the real Morris Minor from 1960. But I'm gonna go back to the model so we can take another look at it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button, it helps out a great deal. Also consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more content in the future, but for now thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.